Hey, what's up my makeup people? Welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you are new here, please do not forget to subscribe. And if you are not new here, then welcome back. So it's been a minute since I filmed anything, whether it's been on my vlog channel or this channel. And I was like, you know what? Let's just film a thing. So I did go on my Instagram and my Twitter. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna film a video, random chit chat. And if you have a question about me, about life, about anything, ask it. And that was like an hour or two away and I've gotten nothing. So, disappointed, but not surprising. So I'm just gonna fly off the cuff and we're just gonna, you know, see where this takes us. So I just got off the phone with my friend. Ew, what is in my hair? Disgusting. And I'm gonna exfoliate now with some facial radiance pads from Fab Beauty. So yeah, it's been a while and I have lots of news, lots to talk about, not just about me but about the world. So let's just get right into it. So I guess we'll start with, I don't know, maybe personal stuff, I guess, since we've all heard about the beauty drama, I'm sure. And if you haven't, I can't get into all of it, but I'll get into my thoughts about it later. But we'll start with something more neutral, what it's like to have a military partner, because I feel like it's not super talked about. It's tough being in a military relationship. It's very unknown, and these are unknown times, and we've gotten a lot of news that we weren't expecting to get over the course of this tour. So my partner is away. If you are tuning in from this from my Facebook, and you know me, but like you didn't know I had a channel, welcome to my alter ego, I guess. I haven't posted this information on my Facebook for everyone. I've told a few people, but it doesn't really feel real, which is why I haven't mentioned it, but here it is. We're moving. So it was unexpected. So with the military, I mean, you're really kind of at their disposal. It's weird because I found with Edmonton, a lot of the people that I know here who are also military have been here for a really long time. And we just got here 3 years ago, and it's not uncommon for them to move people roughly every 3 years. But I feel like for Edmonton, it kind of is. So anyways, Bay was away in the midst of his deployment. They sent him a posting notice, which is a message that you are going to another headquarters. So, like I said, we've been here 3 years and they just were like, you're out, you're moving to another place. So we were pretty shocked. We were not expecting to move for at least another year. There was a small inkling that we might move, but it was like he met with someone and they were like, so you excited about your move? And he was like, what move? I'm deployed. I'm not even going to be here. And they were like, whoops. We'll fix that. We'll find someone else. But then with COVID, I guess they were like, well, since COVID has been a thing and all dates have been allegedly pushed back and you don't have to move now until October, you're going. So originally they were like, yep, no, we're gonna find someone else, you're right, no worries, never mind. So we were like, cool, never mind. COVID happened and a lot of these dates were pushed back. I know people who are still leaving in August, but I mean, they're here, and I don't know if originally they would have been moving at the same time or not. I know that for postings, it was kind of like at first they were going to cancel postings and then they weren't really sure, and then they were only going to move people who like really needed to move. So I don't know. I guess the matter of the fact is that not all or possibly even any of the postings were canceled. They were just, I guess maybe the urgent ones are just urgent, so they're still going ahead as planned. And the non-urgent ones, which I guess is ours, are just moved 90 days to the right of the calendar. So yeah, COVID happened, so they're like, well, now you don't have to move till like October, November, so you can go. So that's been frustrating because he's still not here. So like we're living together, but we're not married. So I currently have no say in anything. I cannot do anything. So we have to wait until he gets home in order to sell our house and then go and check out potential other homes in our new place of residence. So when he gets home, he'll have to quarantine for 2 weeks. Once that 2-week period is over, we're gonna have to hit the ground running pretty hard to sell our house and figure out where we're gonna live. And then we will be out of here, like I said, by late October, and we're off to start another part of our life in Ottawa. So I am leaving Edmonton and going to Ottawa. I don't know if I've mentioned it on this channel, but I know I've mentioned it somewhere that we are not fans of Ottawa. I did my undergrad in Ottawa. He did his specific coursework college program for his current position in the military in Ottawa as well. And we just didn't love it. Like, it's a lovely city to visit, but having lived there for 4 years, for me, like, I just really wasn't a fan. But we're trying to keep an open mind. I mean, there's not a whole lot we can do about it. I anticipate it's going to be an entirely different experience because I am not in school. You know, I'm not expected to be doing classes and stuff. Like, I'm there to live my full life. So it'll be a different experience. I am not going to be living near the university, so it will be an entirely different like living area, and just like I'm not gonna have roommates, you know. I'm gonna be living with my bae, and we'll have like a real house to ourselves, not like student housing. So I'm excited, I'm nervous, it's a whole new world. But yeah, it's been tough. I mean, he left in January. He was supposed to come home beginning of April. He was supposed to come home for Easter, and then he was going to stay for a few weeks. In the military, it is called an HLTA, and it's basically like your break that you get when you're on tour. So you get to come home for, I think it's like 2-3 weeks, and spend some time with your family, and then you go finish off your job over there. And so this happened right as COVID picked up. So they were like, we're grounded, no one's going anywhere. So he didn't get to come home. So we have been a straight 6 months without seeing each other. And it's been an emotional roller coaster, and it's been lonely because not only is it like your partner is with you and then all of a sudden he's whoops gone for 6 months or 3, but it's like then you have COVID, right? So you're not just isolated from your partner, but you're isolated from everybody. So it's been quite a journey. We're very excited for him to come home. We're both excited but nervous for this move. It's just, it's not easy, that's for sure. I mean, even when he's not posted doing, you know, work overseas, it's still tough. I mean, it depends what section of the military that your partner works for, but they're still always going to be going somewhere. Like when we first moved here, it was maybe like 2 weeks and he was off fighting the forest fires in BC. Then he had a training for like 3 months or something, or 3 weeks. I know he was gone for 3 months at one point, but I don't remember if that was forest fires or if that was training. So there's 3 months, there was 3 weeks at one point, there was like a week here, 2 weeks there, 2 months there, like doing training, going to help with local in terms of like Canadian struggles, whether it's flooding or fires. Yeah, so I mean, we've been together nearly 4 years now. I mean, it's probably, well, obviously 6 months, but probably close to a year total that we had to do long distance because he was having to work somewhere different. So, I mean, it's not fun. Things change very quickly. Like I said, 1 minute we're thinking, you know, he's going to come home. It's going to be great. We're going to chill out and, you know, summer and blah, blah, blah. Only to find out, no, actually your summer is going to be spent cleaning your house, showing your house, getting like ready to move across the country. and then you will move across the country. So, you know, it's wild. And it's hard because for me, I'm not guaranteed anything. I will have to get a new job, and I don't know what that's gonna look like. So, and knowing that, you know, possibly in another 3 years, we're gonna be moving again. So depending on where you work and what you want to do, I would say more financially stable jobs especially. It's hard because those type of jobs in the field that I originally wanted to work in don't love people who are going to be leaving. Like if I wanted to do therapy, let's say, if I wanted to get my PhD, my master's first, and then become a therapist, I don't know how successful that would be if I become known as a therapist that moves every few years. So, I mean, I also was like, ooh, you know, it would be fun. Real estate. Like, I'm all over the map. But again, you can't be a real estate agent, for example, and then move in 3 years because you build a clientele. And then you're like, just kidding, I've got to move and get relicensed and find new clients and blah, blah, blah. I've always struggled with what I'm supposed to do with my life. And no, what have I done? Whatever, we'll fix it later. And so this doesn't help, but you know, it keeps me moving. Like, movement in my personal career is just something that will be part of my life. C'est la vie. So, and I'm okay with that. Like, I haven't found something that I'm that super hyper passionate about where it would like ruin me as a human being to leave behind. That's not to say that I haven't met people. Like, people that I worked with when I lived back home, I still talk to regularly. And I intend to keep in touch with the friends that I have made here in work and just in living here. But in terms of like working stability, it's tough, but you know, whatever. So yeah, I'm excited to have him home. He's excited to come home. That's just something you have to be prepared for, know going into a relationship with military peeps, that not just with COVID, but that things can change at the drop of a hat. 1 minute you're being told you might get deployed, the next minute you're being told like, we're going, so have your crap ready to leave tomorrow morning. Or, you know, we're gonna leave to go home tomorrow. Just kidding. There's still problems. We're extending our stay for another 3 weeks. Like, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I don't love it. It's very stressful. So having a very good support system who understands that the struggle is real is very helpful. Just being aware that that's gonna happen and knowing how you react as a person and knowing that your partner knows that as well, and that you have to support them, because normally, like, they don't love those pop-up struggles either, but that's the job they signed up for and that's what they have to do. So obviously don't like guilt them, because that's not gonna help, but they have to be aware that you as a partner signed up knowing that that was part of the job, but that it's not easy. So support between couples and between like your general support group is very important, and just being aware that spontaneity is very real. So buckle up. So yeah, we're moving. COVID's been hard. Bay's coming home allegedly on the 17th, and I'm very excited. We will be quarantining at home since he is coming from another country, and I can't wait. I'm excited to have another human in the house. Babies are good. You know, from my last video, you're aware I have a cat. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned multiple times I also have a rabbit. I don't know how we're gonna move them. Honestly, I have an idea, but this will be our first extended car trip with them, so don't know how that's gonna go. Gwendol, our kitty, is probably gonna go with Bay, and Sneaks, our rabbit, is probably gonna come with me. I think Gwendol might have a harder time because Sneaks is gonna go in her cage, and it's a big cage, so that'll be fine. I just don't know if I want to put her in the trunk with stuff, which I'm kind of hesitant about, or just have her in the back seats. I just don't know how well her cage is gonna fit in the back seats because, like I said, it's quite large. But having a bunch of stuff like alongside her in the back, I'd be worried that something might like topple or just like rattle on her cage, and that would stress her out. So we're gonna figure that out. I did talk to a vet about it, and the vet was like, she seems like a pretty chill rabbit. I don't think like there's anything to worry about, but Gwendol does not like car trips. She's only ever been to like our vet, which is like 5 minutes down the road, and she hates it. So don't know what we're gonna do about that, but I'm gonna wait till Bae gets home. She has a vet appointment anyways, so we're gonna ask the vet. I've been making face masks lately, and honestly, I'm about it. I think it helps me wear them because I made them, so I'm just proud of my work, even though it looks very sloppy. Like, it's not, you're not gonna confuse it for like, oh my gosh, where did you get that chic mask? It's like, okay, no, that was clearly a Sunday afternoon project. But you know what? Even though they're a little bit of a mess, I still made them, and I'm proud of my creations, and they're real cute and they're comfortable, and I'm like, whatever. That's been really fun. I highly recommend it. I sew them by hand because I neither own nor know how to properly function a sewing machine. So you know, it takes a while, but it's one of those projects where it's like, for me anyways, it's fun and I'll do it, and it doesn't look hard, and it's not hard. But I'll look at I'll look at a clock and be like, oh my gosh, it's been like 4 hours. So if you need something to pass the time, you have some fabric, a sewing needle, and some string, you're off to the races. So definitely recommend. If you're interested, let me know in the comments below, and then I will let you know if there's enough interest. And I can show you how I do it on my main channel. And if you're not already subscribed, not only to this channel, but to my main channel, definitely check it out. It is linked at the end of all of my videos. So go check out my main channel. It is my vlogging channel. It's where I show off all my regular stuff, like my day-to-day stuff. Again, I haven't filmed on there for a really long time either, just because I'm not like a regular YouTuber. I don't have kids. I have my cat and my rabbit, but otherwise there's not a whole lot going on here day to day, and I don't leave the house that often unless it's like to get groceries. So there's nothing to film, so I haven't been filming on there. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, or like I said, you want to see that, then let me know, and then go check out my main channel. We are driving across Canada when we move, so definitely check out my main channel and subscribe while you can, because I will be filming that journey, so that's a thrill. I don't know why I'm getting all like dolled up. I'm literally gonna just take this off when I'm done because I'm not going anywhere. But what else have I been doing with my time? I've been coordinating a bachelorette party. That's been a thrill. I'm going to be doing the makeup for the bride, which is a dear friend of mine. Again, if you watch my main channel, you will know who she is. Yeah, so we've been playing with makeup. I've been testing stuff out on her. We've ordered some makeup. We've bought some makeup. It's been a thrill. So that's been happening. I've developed a workout routine, so that's been really fun. I've been using a game on the Wii called My Fitness Coach, and legit, I work up such a sweat. It is unreal. Probably not healthy, but getting my daily workout in. I'd like to think that I've lost weight according to the physical challenges that they do every so often. I was on keto for a while, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like the way it made me feel. Like, I went back to eating some regular carbs, but I tried to have more like keto-based snacks and whatnot, and just generally trying to eat healthier. And it went well, but then, you know, I'm a woman. My period decided to come, as it should, and that week, I'm telling you, it's just a mess. So period is like, I'm coming, get ready, and so like 3 to 4 days before it comes, I just throw everything out the window. I still do my workouts, but my eating habits are garbage. Yeah, I just kind of would like eat whatever I wanted and blah, 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 which I mean, I think it's fine. You're human, but it really throws you, and I don't love it. I am continuing to eat more balanced. I recently found that Smart Snacks that have no sugar, and they really don't. You get 100% of your daily fiber in one pack of these gummies, and they taste really good. Like, they're amazing. So, not sponsored, wish it was, but it's not. But Smart Treats or Smart Snacks, love them. They're so good. So Costco has them, and they have like the Swedish Fish version. I think they're called Sweet Fish. So I've taken to eating one of those a day when I want a sweet treat. I've been eating my large protein at the end of the day, like for supper, which is either a little steak or a little chicken. I recently started to eat a proper breakfast again because again I was like, I'm not hungry, I want an Oreo for breakfast. I've been making that weird TikTok sandwich thing for breakfast where it's like 2 eggs and then you put your bread in it and then you put cheese and then you close it up. The other thing I wanted to talk about is just like the beauty community. Whoa. Because I'm over here like in my tiny corner with all 6 of you who I truly appreciate. Thank you for supporting me. But there's just so much drama and I want to like throw this out to you guys to see how you guys feel, what you guys know, and tell me if I'm alone in my thoughts. So I'm kind of just over it. Their world is just so different compared to like your average person. I mean, you know, don't F with mental health, but I can only imagine the scrutiny that CHATTY was under when Dramageddon happened. I mean, it happened and then I feel like it blew over and like James was back to being chill and, you know, frail and living his best life. And then everyone else is DIYing, you know, whatever. And then all of a sudden, CHATTY, it just disappears from the face of the earth and is like, no video tomorrow, and then just doesn't show up for like a month. And then all of a sudden everyone's like, she's coming back, there's gonna be a video. And like just losing their minds, and she's posting all these weird ass things on Instagram and all over her Twitter with her stupid messages. I'm sorry, CHATTY, like I support you, but those messages were really annoying and like just immature. As a fan and not knowing what was going on until, you know, what was revealed, it was just kind of strange that she didn't talk to anyone about anything and then was like, weird messages, and then be like, look at this, I have information too. Like, there was so much going on. There was COVID, there was the Black Lives Matter movement, which is still happening, by the way, so don't get it twisted. But, you know, while everyone was doing their part to make sure that these people were being heard and trying to spread awareness, she was just like, and nobody knew what was going on. It was like, did someone die? Is there a health problem? Are you safe? And then it was like, I was making a video with my lawyer trying to figure out what I could say because drama. And I was like, this feels really immature and high schoolish. As a fan, I just would have appreciated, instead of cryptic messages and crazy whatever and wondering and then losing interest but still being like, what is going on, for her to just cut out. I'm going through it right now. I'll talk about it when I can. Thank you for supporting me. I'm gonna take some time. That's all that I was hoping for as a fan. And does she owe me anything directly? Definitely not. But these YouTubers would be nothing if it wasn't for the people who support them. And don't worry, I'm not just like getting irritated with CHATTY. There's more to come. But I'm just saying, from an adult perspective, it's like one mean girl over here being like, I have dirt on everyone. I'm gonna go stir the pot and everyone's gonna come to me with their information. And if they're not coming to me, I'm gonna recruit this one over here, and they're gonna go talk to this one, and then he's gonna come talk to me, and then together we're gonna create a shit show. And then, you know, this person comes along and is like, I'm feeling stressed. And then this one's like, oh, go talk to this one. And so she's like, okay. And so then he's like, oh, you're so whatever. Talk to me. And she's like, actually, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, potentially, I don't know, allegedly, terrible things. And she's like, I'm scared for my friend. But also, like, what is my friend doing? Expose. And then holding stuff allegedly over her head. I don't know. It's very confusing. And so, I don't know. Now they're all up in shambles. And then this one's like freaking out and going through it. And I'm like, y'all, I cannot relate to this directly, but it's just a lot. Like, there are bigger things in the world than this whole thing. I think a lot of us are just over it. It's like, just come out, tell your piece, make your apologies, and then move along. Don't say that you're sorry and it's okay if I lose everything, and then when shit hits the fan and you lose everything, you come back chasing this one to be like, oh, you're a liar, you're this and you're that, and your trauma isn't like whatever, and screw you. Like, yeah, everyone has a shady past. Everyone's done something in their life that they are likely not proud of. Not everyone has these platforms. It is weird that he kept this stuff up. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if he were to take it down, people would still find it and then be like, oh, you're trying to cover up whatever. But then it's like, and it's weird that with Giphs, I mean, if he has all this shade and this tea with everyone and he's just waiting to spill it, which is maybe why he's been silent. I mean, it's kind of just gross. Always been involved in some shiny business. Like, he always knows tea about people, but people still trust him and befriend him and obviously are comfortable enough to, I guess, talk about inappropriate things in front of him. And it's just weird to me that Jeffrey, you know, if he has all these receipts and voicemails and blah, 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 that he would just always have them at the ready. Like, you can't just have a casual conversation with someone at the potential fear that they're recording. I don't know, like, nothing's come forth. There's just been apologies and allegations and freakouts, and it's just like, can we just end this? Can we just move on? Because it's like, it's a lot. It's a little dramatic. And I mean, that's my rant. I hope that you like this catch up. I hope that this was entertaining for you. Let me know your thoughts on life. If you have any military questions, if you have any thoughts about this beauty drama. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you're having a lovely time. And yeah, comment, subscribe, and share my video. Bye!